Thank you all for tuning in. And today we are going to be cooking baked salmon. Now, everybody cooks their baked salmon different. I personally have done a little bit of trial and error. So the way that I cook mine is pretty much me just experimenting and figuring out how I like it. So I'm just gonna show you all a little tutorial on how you can do baked salmon to be very flavorful and just really good. Okay, so first I'm just going to introduce the seasonings and what I use and everything. So you have obviously your salmon. I actually keep the skin on because I actually like the skin. Tastes pretty good. So, but you can do without the skin. It's just pretty much your preference. I like to have a lemon with mine. I like to do dill, season all. I like to do the little garlic cloves, but just a little bit. Black pepper, Old Bay, and then the Tony's Creole seasoning. And then of course, I usually do like the liquid olive oil. However, I just have the spray can because I ran out. But so we're just gonna use the spray can today. But I know some of you all are thinking like, wow, that's a lot of seasoning for salmon. So here's the thing. I have done, again, trial and error. And I think I've tried like cayenne pepper and a few more seasonings that I've tried. And I didn't really like it. So I'm going to show you all later why I use these seasonings and how much I put on there. So I'll explain that later. But first, let's go clean this salmon off and let's head to the sink. So basically, guys, what I'm doing now is I'm just washing the salmon off really, really good. You just want to make sure that you clean the salmon and you wash it off with water really good. You want to make sure your fish is clean. You never want to cook it without washing it off first. So something else that I do that I've noticed that brings out the flavor in the salmon is I actually clean it with lemon. So pretty much what I do is I cut half of a lemon and I squeeze the lemon all over the salmon. So I'm pretty much just cleaning. I'm doing the back too. I'm pretty much just washing and drowning the salmon in lemon juice. You can actually do regular lemon juice. I think that an actual lemon is a little more flavorful. It brings more of a natural flavor. So like I said, I cut half of the lemon and I'm just squeezing as much as I can as possible and drowning the salmon in it. Okay guys, I actually forgot to mention that I have my oven already preheated to 375 degrees. I like to put it on 375 because salmon doesn't take very long to cook. So that's pretty much the temperature that works for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some olive oil. You can also do butter. I personally like to do olive oil. So I just sprayed the bottom pan with olive oil. And I'm going to put my salmon on like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to season it. I'm going to season the front and I'm going to season the back. So I'm going to take my black pepper. I don't put too much pepper on it. I just kind of sprinkle it over. My Tony's, and it's a little, I broke the thing, so I gotta be careful. Tony's is really good on salmon, and I actually just tried it out one day because I mean it's good for fish, so I wouldn't put too much pressure on seasoning the back also, guys. I'm gonna do my Old Bay. This combination of seasonings gets it just right. You don't want to drown any of the seasonings. Or you don't want to drown the salmon with any of the seasonings. Now I just do a little bit of seasoned salt. I don't put much of that on it at all. And then I'm gonna do dill, because dill is really good for salmon. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that on. And last but not least, I am going to just do a little bit of the garlic cloves, because sometimes it can be just too strong. But it brings out the flavor just right. Let me do a little bit more open. Now I'm going to cut my lemon. And I'm going to squeeze it. And squeeze myself. I'm gonna squeeze the lemon on top. And you know what? I'm also gonna spray a little bit of this on it. You can do butter, but I do a little bit of olive oil. So I'm gonna add 2 pieces of lemon on top. And it just brings out the seasoning. You can cut it prettier, but you know, that's how I cut it. Okay guys, let's go put this in the oven. I'm gonna leave it in the oven maybe about 15-20 minutes. And what that does is it browns it a little bit, but it also keeps that texture. It also keeps that soft texture. You wanna make sure that it's not hard. You don't want your salmon to be hard. You want it to roll off of the knife. So I'm gonna do about 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna check on it and we'll be back. Okay guys, so now the salmon is done. And again, it was about maybe 15 or 20 minutes that I let it cook. And as you can see, it's all juicy and it rolls off of the fork. Okay. So yeah guys, so there you have it. There's your baked salmon. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the 11th hour. We have amazing shows like this all the time. I actually talk about different things. I talk about different topics that deal with life, love, relationships, everything. So tune into my channel guys. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.